Hey, today I thought I'd serve you up my favorite brushes and tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why these are my favorite brushes. I didn't put these on this tray. I'm actually carrying them out from my shop sink back to my workbench, and I thought, you know what, why don't I just tell you which ones are my favorite? So here we go. This is how they dry in my laundry room. Okay, so let me tell you about my top favorite brush. This is it right here. It is called a flat medium, or it's called an FM. This is my favorite brush. I love this brush for one. It has a little bit of a shorter handle. I like the size of the handle. It fits in my hand really, really well. This is about how I hold it right here. I never hold it like this. I usually hold it like this. It's very, very lightweight. These are synthetic. Oh, by the way, these are my favorite synthetic brushes today. Synthetic brushes. They bounce back. The bristles bounce back. They last forever. They clean up really well. They are made specifically to carry chalk mineral paint. Every little bristle loads up with a large amount of paint so that you don't have to keep redipping. Speaking of redipping, that brings me back to why this one's my favorite brush. You ready? Here's the smallest container that Dixie Belle carries. This is an 8-ounce container. Open it up. This brush that is flared, has been used, I don't even know how many times, goes right into this container without catching on the sides like this. It dips right into the container. I don't use the small containers very often. I usually use the 16-ounce jars. This is a 16-ounce jar. So 16-ounce jar, 8-ounce jar. See the difference in the openings? This brush works really well with either one. All right. Okay, so that's my first favorite brush, the flat medium. I use this on almost all surfaces, flat surfaces, carved surfaces, curved surfaces. It doesn't matter. It pounces well. It brushes well. I love this brush. Okay, my second favorite brush is the angled medium. Look at this handle. This is not angled medium, the angled mini. This is the mini handle, little tiny short handle. In comparison to, this is the flat large. See the handle? Okay, I have little tiny hands. I'm not a tiny person, but I have little tiny hands, like little kid hands. This works really well for me in my hand. It's lightweight and it's angled. Angled allows you to get up into corners, just like a cutting in brush, but this allows you to get into the corners of the dressers, corners of your drawers, gives you a lot of control along straight lines. Angled, I love it. Now, the mini brush also comes in a regular mini, and we are gonna open up a brand new mini today because even though I keep my brushes forever, they last forever. Look at this brush. Look how long this brush has been around. Look at that. Even though they last forever, I'm out of minis. I finally had to get rid of all my minis. So I'm starting over with a brand new brush, which I don't do very often. This is what it looks like when it comes in the package. Pop it out. This is a brand new mini. And this is its buddy, the mini angle. You see the difference. Look at this brush. It's been washed a gazillion times and a brand new brush. See the difference? It's just as good. So those are my top 3 favorite brushes, but let me show you about the mini. If you're painting with the small jars of paint, which is an 8-ounce, if you're painting with an 8-ounce jar, a brand new one, yeah, you might can get it to go in there, but it's going to catch. One that you've been using a while isn't going to go in here without catching on the sides, just like that. That's why I like that flat medium brush, FM. So synthetic brushes, my favorites, flat medium, mini, and the mini angled. Those are my top 3. Now I have other favorite brushes too. Do you want to know about those? The Best Dang Wax Brush. This is a natural bristle brush. I use this for waxing. I use it for blending. I use it for pouncing. I use it for stenciling. I love this brush. It's amazing. Okay. The other one that I love is the French tip. This is the French tip. Long handled, super lightweight, natural bristle brush. Works great for shading, shadowing, waxing. I love this brush. The other natural bristle brush that I love is the Dixie Belle Premium Chip Brush. I love them. This is what they look like. This is what they look like when you get them brand new. This is what they look like when you've used them 100 times right here. They don't go bad. This is not your typical little tiny 99-cent brush. This is a premium chip brush. They last forever. They do not shed. They do not get thinner. Look at that. They don't get thinner. They last forever. It's a great brush. It's a great brush for applying texture. It's a great brush for applying pouncing on. If you want to get texture, using it for your sea spray, using it for Dixie dirt. I love them. So these are my natural bristle brushes that I love. These are my synthetic brushes that I love. Any questions? All right. Thank you so much. Bye.